The Promise. SCOTT-BUCCLEUCH. Chapter 4. Claudio's news. Palito wrote to Bahia Central's manager and the manager agreed to wait. Also, Pedro had a long talk with a friend of Palito's. This friend was called Claudio. He worked as a journalist for a newspaper. A week later, there was a photograph of Palito on the sports page of the newspaper. Above the photograph were the words, "Central makeover for young Corinthians star." And under the photograph, there was an article about Palito. Claudio had written the article. "Palito is good now," wrote Claudio. "In the future, he will be better. One day, he will be the best footballer in Brazil." Pedro came home early that evening. He was carrying 10 copies of the newspaper. He had also bought 10 large envelopes. "Fernanda, Edith," shouted Pedro, "come here. I want your help." There. 2 girls hurried in. "Fernanda," said Pedro, "I have a job for you. Cut this article out of the newspapers. And you, Edith, you have the best handwriting. You can address the envelopes. I'll tell you the addresses." They worked together all evening. The next morning, Pedro put the 10 envelopes in the post. They were addressed to the managers of the 10 best teams in Rio and Sao Paulo. In each envelope, there was a copy of the article about Palito. Everybody on Gloria soon heard about the envelopes. They all waited for news. "Their team managers will fly here immediately," Fernanda told Edith. "They will offer Palito a job in Rio or in Sao Paulo." But nothing happened. Weeks passed and no news came. "You're a fool, Palito," some of his friends told him. "Take the job with Bahia Central." Palito just smiled. "Wait and see," he told his friends. Palito was busy training for an important match. Corinthians were going to play against Recife Rangers. This match was played every year and thousands of spectators came to watch. The match was always played in the city stadium. The evening before the match, Palito was sitting at home. He was talking to his father. Suddenly the door was thrown open and Claudio rushed into the room. He took Palito's arms and pulled him to his feet. Then he danced round and around the room with Palito. "What's happened, Claudio?" shouted Pedro. Claudio stopped dancing and looked at Pedro and Palito. "News," he said. "Wonderful news. Fernanda, Edith and Maria have come into the hut." "What news?" shouted Fernanda. "Tell us the news." "Chico Perez is flying here tomorrow," replied Claudio. "He's the manager of White Star. He wants to see Palito play." "White Star?" asked Maria. "What's that?" "White Star is a team in Sao Paulo," replied Claudio. "They used to be the best team in Brazil. White Star used to be one of the best teams in the world." "That was 10 years ago," said Pedro. "They are not so good now." "That's true," agreed Claudio. "But Chico Perez is their new manager. He's trying to make them a great team again. He's looking for new, young players. He's already found a goalkeeper and a striker. Now he's looking for a winger." For a moment nobody spoke. They were all too surprised. Maria spoke first. "And Chico Perez is coming to Salvador tomorrow," she said. "That's right," said Claudio. "He's coming here to see Palito. Do you know what I think, Maria? I think that tomorrow is going to be an important day in the history of Brazilian football." If you like our video, don't forget to like it, subscribe in the channel and share it with your friends.